You know what's better than a clean energy stock or an EV stock or a battery stock? A penny stock that has to do with all three. Let's dig in. So far, I've done talks on lithium. I've done talks on nickel because these two things, they're needed in lithium ion batteries. But you know what else is needed? Let's dig in because here's a chart right here showing you the insides of a lithium ion battery. And inside here, we have many things. Over here, look, we have our lithium cobalt, lithium nickel. Remember we talking about nickel? Cobalt, aluminum, carbon black binder, all these things, copper. But you know what I'm talking about today? Right here, the anode, which is 22% graphite in a lithium ion battery. So the company I'm talking about is Earth Asia International Holdings, currently trading on the American OTC exchange. So you have to have access to the OTC exchange to pull this guy up. Ticker is ETIHY. Right here, spherical graphite is an essential material used for producing the anode of lithium ion batteries using electric vehicles and energy storage. So this company is in the graphite game. Graphite's a necessary ingredient in lithium ion batteries. Look at this down here. I thought this was dirt. That's graphite. That's worth a lot of money. By 2030, the world will see 125 million EVs on the road, which means we'll need a good deal of graphite, according to Mining News North. A good deal of graphite? It's necessary. This is because graphite serves as the anode in the lithium-ion batteries that power these EVs, not to mention the growing number of portable tools and electronics that use the same type of battery. Very necessary ingredient. So, this company is under the radar, very low volume. They were just listed on the OTC exchange in America. But look at this. At the moment, Earth Asia is a leading supplier of graphene products in the People's Republic of China. This is a Chinese company. Now, is the Chinese market better than the American market when we're investing in graphite? Yes, it is. Look at this. The global market production of graphite and spherical graphite is currently dominated by China. China uses the mechanical shaping and hydrofluoric and acid purification techniques to produce purified spherical graphite. So China is leading in graphite production. No brainer. And this company is very, very, very cheap. I don't think anyone's even looking at this. So way under the radar in graphite. I don't think I've heard many things about graphite as a necessary ingredient in lithium ion batteries. And I don't think I've heard any investors going after the graphite sector. No, I'm intrigued. So this company interests me a lot. Let's keep digging. So what is spherical graphite? Because I'll be honest, I had no idea either. No idea. All I know is what spheres are. They're the earth. Spherical graphite, also known as battery-grade graphite, is the product that is consumed as an anode in lithium-ion batteries. So we learned that from the beginning of the video, the first chart right here. It's the anode part, these little balls. These little balls down here, that's the graphite. 22% of the battery is graphite. So these are really good stats to know when researching what to invest in. We know that the EV boom is here. It's happening. The next decade is going to be EV. If you wear an EV shirt, you're the coolest kid in school. According to a new study from Boston Consulting Group, by 2025, EVs could account for a third of all auto sales. By 2030, EVs could surpass internal combustion engines with a market share of 51%. 2030. If you have a gasoline vehicle, you're left in the dust. But the EV is just kicking up dust, no fumes. So it's literally, you're left in the dust. So because Earth Asia is the leading supplier of graphene products in China, this is an interesting company to take a look at. I was intrigued when I found this that there's literally no volume. It's very, very light, very small market cap. We're going to take a look at the chart in a second. At the end of the video, we'll take a look at it. But this is an interesting company because they're fresh. They're fresh on the exchange. Here are the key points why Earth Asia stands out. It's an essential mineral. We already know that. We know EV is going to boom. They have a stable supply. Earth Asia is strategically located near the largest supply of natural graphite in the world. Tech advantage, they have 2 patents in the PRC, including production methods and more. They're ready to upgrade to more advanced lithium-ion batteries. And the market location, we know this. You're in China, we get it. You're going to be big. You're already big. We get it. So I'd like to hear some words from the CEO. I want to know who is involved in the company. Who am I investing in if I happen to invest? So here's a good interview I found with the CEO talking about the company. Let's listen in.
Listed in Hong Kong, but you've recently listed the company's shares on the OTCQX here in the U.S. Why was it important for the company to have a presence here in the U.S.?
Well, first of all, we all understand that the U.S. investment environment is the best and the biggest in the world. And we also believe that the electric vehicle industry is more attracted to and well appreciated by the US investors. With our passion in the US market, we hope we can bring in more professionals and sophisticated investors into our company for the best growth and expansion of our business in the future.
All right, so I like what this guy's saying. He's saying some smart things. He's saying that American investors understand how important the EV boom is going to be, and we're investing in it. So he's looking for no goldfish brains. He's looking for smart investors into his company for a growth stock, because we know over the next decade, next 5 years even, all these markets, all these stocks are going to boom. So this is a long-term growth stock because it's very light volume. So some more reasons why graphite is so important in the EV battery boom. Apart from lithium, there is one material that is currently a fundamental part of all lithium-ion batteries, regardless of cathode chemistry, is graphite. Graphite is a strangely unnoticed piece of lithium-ion battery. It is the weightiest constituent of most installations. The Tesla Model S contains up to 85 kilograms of graphite. What? Is that a lot? I'm from America. What's kilograms? Let me Google it. So 85 kilograms is 200 pounds. So there's 200 pounds of graphite in the Model S? That's a lot. Graphite is highly conductive, and its layered chemical structure gives it inordinate lithium-ion storage potential. There are few materials that can substitute for it in a lithium-ion battery anode today. Tongue twisters. I love the tongue twisters, but that was a good one. So every website I went to look into graphite, how important it is in lithium-ion batteries, everyone's saying it's massively important. Here's another one. Spherical graphite is a crucial ingredient to the efficient operation of lithium-ion batteries. Spherical graphite is the key component of the anode of a lithium-ion battery. Without it, the lithium battery would not function. It wouldn't. Okay, we get it. And now that we know that this company is a Chinese company, the biggest producer of graphite in the world, they have the biggest market for it, is now on the American OTC exchange. I like it. Let's take a look at the chart and see what it looks like. So looking at the chart for Earth Asia, there's really not much I can gauge here as far as technical analysis goes because there's no volume. So because this is so under the radar, it's extremely new, it needs to get eyes on it. It needs to get investors involved, long-term investors looking into this company, seeing that there's potential in it, there's massive growth, and they need to attract more investors before this thing starts to head up and actually build some structure of what the chart's going to show us and tell us what it's doing. So looking at the market cap, it actually has a decent market capitalization, 70 million for an OTC, not bad. It's up about 1% today. It's currently trading at $2.88. Days range from 288 to 304. Very light, only 3,000 in volume today. Average volume around 20,000. So very small company. I don't expect this to move too much short term. This is more of a growth stock, long-term investment. As the demand for graphite increases, this stock can potentially increase as well. So I'll be watching this stock. I'm bird's eyeing it. I love the idea of graphite. That's new to me. I was watching lithium heavy, and then I got into nickel, and now graphite. There's so many things to learn about. So that's it for this company, Earth Asia International Holdings. Check it out. Take a look at it. And hey, we learned about something else. Now we know graphite. So there is a disclaimer on the screen because this is a sponsored video. Also, I'm not a financial advisor, so always do your due diligence. These are just my opinions. I like to raise awareness on these smaller, under-the-radar companies that may be doing good things. And if it's clean energy, that's even better. So that's it. Thank you for watching. That is Earth Asia. I'll be watching this one closely because I'm curious to see how graphite's going to move with lithium and nickel during the EV boom. As the EV boom continues, clean energy continues, I'm curious to see how these stocks move along with that sector. So that is it. Hit the subscribe button if you're new to the channel. Thank you for watching. Don't forget, by hitting that button, it's not just subscribing you. How many times I gotta tell you this? It's doing other things, magical things. It's getting you a little bit closer to retiring young.